Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hey, everybody.
Everybody.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
We have routed the doppelgangers out of the Zoom call, and
Are we sure?
we are.
I don't know.
Yeah,
we think so.
Absolutely, 100%.
Likely.
Sounds like something a doppelganger would say, Eugenio. Hi, everybody. Right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the penultimate episode of season 9 of Rivals of Waterdeep. That's how you know it's really me, because I can't talk. Or maybe the doppelgangers are just really good at knowing how I speak.
But do they have roller skates, though?
Right. Do they have roller skates? Do they have a keytar? They have a keytar. That's the important part.
That's right.
Roller skates and a keytar.
That's the test.
I'm bad at both. Since we're running a little bit behind, we're just going to jump right into the introductions and sponsors and whooshing. So let's start on my left with Tanya.
Hello, I am your. Oh God, am I a broken oath paladin? Am I oath breaking paladin / blood hunter? Selise Astoria, both Selise's pronouns and mine are she, her.
Yay, Shareef.
Hey, I'm Shareef. I'll be playing Shaka, Tiefling, Celestial Warlock, both of us, he, him.
Brian.
Hi, Brian, playing Virgil, Aasimar, Sorcerer. Both our pronouns are he, him.
Eugenio.
Hi, everybody. I'm Eugenio. I'm DM Jazzy Hands, and I am playing Kent, Tiefling, Rogue, and both of our pronouns are he, him.
And Masood.
Hi, it's Masood. I play Gazrick Gnomrad, Rock Gnome Druid, also Merchant, and both our pronouns are he, him.
And I will be your humble DM for the next 2 episodes at least, playing all of the NPCs and Dahani, who is somewhere. My pronouns and Dahani's pronouns are she, her. The NPCs vary: he, her, he, him, she, her, they, them, and all neo pronouns in between. That was the fastest we've ever done an introduction, and I'm really proud of us.
Look at that. Way to go.
Don't spend too much time congratulating ourselves.
Sponsors, go. Shareef.
Let's congratulate ourselves a little more. While I'm putting up the document. Yeah, so D&D Beyond is a place. We got our digital characters, our sheets, our spells, all that kind of stuff. Make sure to check out dndbeyond.com. If you are in the chat on our live show, Sundays at 12 noon Central, you can be eligible for a giveaway. So be on the lookout for a code in the chat. If you're listening to the VOD or the YouTube or the audio podcast, all that stuff, check us out live. You can get a chance to win some D&D Beyond goodies. Our dice trays and vaults are provided by Wormwood, WYRM Wood. You can check them out at wormwoodgaming.com. And if you use the code RIVALS there, you get free domestic shipping. We have a new code for Die Hard Dice. Our code this month is Dahani. If you want some cool, awesome dice, go to dieharddice.com and use the code Dahani for 10% off. Also, allegedly, you also get the gift of flight if you use that code as well. So,
whoa,
it's a really cool code.
Wow.
Yeah, cool. Also, yeah, exactly. Write that down. If you like minis, check out Eldridge Foundry at eldridge-foundry.com. Use the code RIVALSDND for 10% off of your order of your minis there. If you just want some general cool swag, some shirts, some mugs, some masks, all that stuff, go to Stormcrow at shop.stormcrow.com. Use the code RIVALS for 15% off. And if you want to sound, silky smooth like the Rivals crew, make sure to go to Blue Microphones at crew.bluemic.com/rivals. Make a purchase from that link, and we will get some credit. That's it.
Awesome. Excellent. All right. It is time to get your whooshing mechanisms ready. If you use the code Dahani to get your Die Hard dice, all you have to do is hold the dice in your hands and whoosh, and then that should enable the flight. Don't quote me on that, though. This has not been tested or baited.
As the reference to our legal counsel, please do not quote us on that. Please do not quote us on that.
Don't do it.
Please don't quote us on that.
I'm just gonna say, just don't do it. No.
All right.
Okay. Yes. Previously on Rivals of Waterdeep. Whoosh.
Whoosh.
And they fill the chat, and it is.
Oh, I love it.
beautiful.
Oh, it's
look at
so
all those
good.
emotes.
Beautiful.
Terrific.
It'll
great.
never get old. All right. So what happened last week, everybody?
Oh,
I really don't remember.
So many
So-
doppelgangers.
Where's the
We,
record scratch
uh,
emote to start that off?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so we started with interrogating Mr. Tallow. Because we saw him morph from a wizard into Mr. Tallow. Things got a little heated.
Mhm.
I believe it started off by Selise just stabbing him in the chest after some back and forth.
I think
that
he
was,
gave
that
away
was
that-
with provocation.
Yeah.
Was it with provocation?
Yeah.
With provocation, he turned
Okay.
into a version of Selise, which
Exactly.
frankly,
right. That's
no
right.
jury would convict that straight up.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
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 Officer, he turned into me. I had to kill him.
Well, that makes sense.
It does. It does.
Ran into my
that's
knife.
what these,
Case closed. Cha-ching.
What these
Like Law and Order
doppelgangers do.
episode's over. Yeah.
yeah. So we had a nice little fight. We did defeat, and we turned into like a goopy kind of humanoid goopy thing on the ground. Then a bunch of Avowed came by. No, actually, he went to scream like before the final blow happened.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of got the attention of some Avowed, and they kind of came over. Shaka tried to convince him that that nothing was going on. They saw through his ruse, and if I remember right,
Yes.
most of the time, Kent was trying to get here, so he was like
Correct.
he was like
Who the
coming
shit
from
is everybody?
yeah he was like coming from his air loot session
Mhm.
in the stacks. And basically moving his dash movement like a couple times between rounds. And I believe the Avowed then took us to Exaltation. I forgot the name of the person that we met with.
We
I
never
didn't-
actually got one.
Yeah, there was no
Oh,
name.
never
We just
had
knew
it.
that she
Better
was.
about
We
that
just knew
then.
that she was apparently the badass in charge.
Yeah, and like she invited us to dinner at her in her quarters
Mhm.
after kind of
Oh,
giving
yeah.
her like the lowdown of what we've experienced.
Yeah.
We developed a code after discussing among ourselves and with said nameless person in charge. We developed a code phrase, which I
Right.
immediately cannot bring to
That's
mind.
right.
For the
It was-
life
it
of me,
was-
I
it
cannot
was-
for the
it was a
life of
great-
me.
A great phrase.
Oh,
No,
God.
it was don't kill Rin, wasn't it?
It was kill Rin.
No,
It's
it
Kill
was
Rin.
Kill Rin.
Kill Rin.
Kill Rin, and then
These
the
edits.
response was
Because of
with
the edits.
over these edits.
Over
Yes.
these edits. Yeah.
That's very key.
Yeah.
Very key. Yeah.
KROTE.
That's
Kill
good.
Rin over these edits.
Right.
Um,
I forgot the call and response, but that was the criticals part
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
and the person in Candlekeep was a little bit I'm sorry, what is happening in Candlekeep? Oh, what? And we were concerned about a few people who we had seen and then seen appear without actually walking past. And we were also a little bit concerned about the art, wine, and Marshall session that Dahani is at.
Right.
Because we I don't want to go in there and see a room full of Dahani like, what's up?
Oh
Better than
man.
a room full of Kent.
Virgil's opinion on that is coming around.
Depends on the day.
Oh, so yeah, that is pretty much what happened. You got into an altercation with the supposed Mr. Thane Tallow, who transformed into Selise and was subsequently murdered.
Look, there can be only one.
After some interrogation by some Avowed, where they kind of got the gist of what was going on, you went to Exaltation and met with a wonderful woman who has taken your story and has invited you all to dinner.
Can I make a like a perception check on my walk to there? Like, is there a nameplate outside the door? Is there someone who mentions like, you must be excited to have dinner with
Like, Harpo, who this woman?
Also
at any
that.
point? I want to implicitly find if I can figure it out.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception check, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 19, 14 plus 5.
Yes. In the office there is a bright, shiny nameplate that reads. I don't have my names with me right now. It reads. Her name is Layla.
Layla.
Huh?
Layla.
Leila.
Leila. The last name is obscured and lost to civilization.
They're avowed. They do things like that.
Exactly.
DM
Yeah.
after my own heart.
Just call her Layla.
And her last name
Leila.
is not going to be given to you. So stop asking.
I was honestly this morning. I was like, wait, have I ever heard Kent's last name? Should I ask? No.
Does Kent
No.
have a last name?
Does
I personally am offended by the question.
We all have last names. Of course we do.
Yes, somebody. Yeah, it's a perfectly normal thing to have somewhere.
In your luggage at home.
yeah.
Everyone's
I mean, I've got a
last
lot
name.
of
More
it.
luggage at home. All of Kent's luggage is here with us.
Are you sure?
I only left behind 2 or 3. Anyway, doppelgangers.
Dopplegangers. So
So doppelgangers. Yes.
So yes, we smash cut as we do when I DM games to dinner at in this very office. It is a very large office, and there's been a table set up, and you are all around the table, and so is Layla, obscure and lost to civilization. Thank you, Nisembi. With the information that you had given to her, she has also invited Amaya and Mills.
Ooh.
As the ones who first of all brought you to Candlekeep, and with Mills's father being the one who is missing, might be a little important. So dinner is being brought out. There are food options available for all walks of life, vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, keto, whatever you're into. Layla says, sit and eat. Let us fill our stomachs before we get into the particulars of trying to figure out exactly what is going on here.
Thank you.
Of course.
Do we? How is the food? Is it like buffet style? Is it like individual plates already set?
It looks like your grandmother's table on
Like
Easter
family
Sunday.
style. Yeah, you gotta
Gotcha.
pass. Yeah.
Okay.
Gazrick immediately sits down, grabs his plate, starts putting things on it, and it's like, hey, Kent, can you pass me that stew? Yeah, no, the third one, all the way down. Yes, all the way down. Thank you. Thank you.
It was not that big.
Oh, but I had to make a production out of it, obviously.
Mills and Amaya have been filled in on everything that has happened. So it's kind of somber. Like you see Mills she's eating pretty quietly. Like she's lost in thought. And Amaya keeps like passing glances at her, like are you okay kind of approximation.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of
Does
you make
she
any
seem?
conversation?
Well, does she seem? How does she seem?
Make an insight check, Kent.
Well, I'm not very good at these. Oh, it's a 10.
It's a 10.
Other people's feelings? What?
What are those?
Other than Virgil.
You're not quite sure. Like, she's definitely quieter than
Okay.
Like the last time you saw her, for example.
Okay. Yeah, I think Kent probably is Eugenio was asking if she is okay. Kent was probably trying to figure out if she's a doppelganger, which is why he just couldn't quite get all of the signals together.
Gotcha. The jutsus are not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, does anybody make any conversation while dinner is happening?
I mean, I'm just grubbing. And I wanna talk to Mills. And like I want to say, like, I'm sorry for what happened. You must be going through a lot right now.
She has just put some food in her mouth as you say something to her. So she kind of chews it. She chews it a little thoughtfully, and she, when she's finished with it, she looks at you and she's like, "Well, I mean, this is definitely not being lost in the stacks for a couple days, and we don't know he's."
No, we don't know he's dead. Yes, you can finish that sentence. We don't know. We don't know. He could. He's very much. Yeah.
But it's still traumatic. Like it's still a traumatic experience. I just, I just want to acknowledge that, and just.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't want to say it because I don't think he is, and I'm still not going to say it. So,
we'll bring him back
with your detective skills, right?
Yes, and also through magic and perhaps intimidation if need be. We're very skilled at what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And we get things. Yeah.
She's looking at you like there's a definite squint, but like there's a little smile on her face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, you guys are still here, so it's all right. I'm fine with this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and is Dahani at this dinner?
As soon as you say that, the door bursts open, and she walks in.
Nice. Hey,
Does
Dahani.
she have a wine and/or a painting in her hand?
Perhaps both.
Perhaps both.
Yeah.
She is carrying a rather large for her size canvas.
Oh my goodness! Put it on display. Put it on display. How was class?
Well, it was really good.
Good.
The wine. I'm not a big wine drinker, so I didn't have a lot of that. But they let me paint. I mean, they had like a thing there where it's like, oh, paint this and then follow all the steps. But I'm like, can I just paint whatever I want to paint? And so then she sets this canvas up on the side of up against the wall before she comes to sit down, and you see that it is like a landscape of Candlekeep itself.
Mm-hmm.
And the view. Make a perception check on this painting. Anyone who would like to.
I'd love to.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
Because Selise has just been sitting there chilling. I'll make
16.
I'll make a check. Oh God,
15.
why is
21.
17. Oh.
9?
9. Oh, what'd you get, Kent?
17.
Oh, okay. So Selise, it's a very gorgeous picture of Candlekeep. Like, everybody else, it's a view from an angle that you cannot get anywhere in Candlekeep.
Awesome.
So she was like, can I just take this canvas and go? And she flew somewhere and was like,
this is great.
I love that.
I ask Layla. So based on this, could you maybe point out where we think portals are around that we should start investigating, or where we should start at least looking?
Based on Dahani's painting.
Yeah, like using now this as reference. Like, yeah.
Nobody gave us a fold out when we got here, so
right.
sure, this is good.
This is good. Yeah.
Fair. So she she has one of the people who's like, there are several avowed, like maybe like 3 or 4 avowed around the room that are just like, they've been informed of the situation and they're here just in case anything goes weird. And she asked one of them to kind of like put it on her desk, like propped up so that you all can kind of see it. And for purposes of for ease of of use. Yeah, it's a view from Candlekeep from directly above it. Let's say that.
Huh.
The perspective is brilliant because you can still keep the three. It's very very good.
Got the loofah tree and everything.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty
From
good.
above, I really was not sure whether or not it was like a sponge or a tree or whatever.
No, I like the interpretation. It's good.
Thanks.
So would you like fly up and then look and then fly back down and paint and then I just want to know the logistics of this. It's
The process,
impressive.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
Virgil,
so
Virgil's just watching the other rivals as she's answering questions because he is still suspicious.
I love you.
so no, so I sketched it first. So I went up and I sketched it and then came
the air.
down. Yeah. No, I've got like she pulls like she's got like a satchel with her. Like she's always wearing a satchel and she pulls out a little sketch pad of paper. So I flew up and I sketched it and then I came down and I put the sketch on the canvas and then I just
Kent is just dazzled by what must have been an incredible display of like manual and flying dexterity, like just in awe. Very into
Wait,
it.
you'd have to paint with your talons because your arms are flying to keep you up, right? Or
no, she like holds her arms out and then her wings go foof.
oh, right. Okay.
She is six-limbed.
Six-limbed.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Okay.
That was
Yes.
established, yes.
Yes.
So yeah, no, it was, pretty easy to keep myself
Mhm.
hovering while
Yeah. It's very impressive, Tahani.
and then Layla goes,
Sorry. Yes.
um,
Always time for a bit of art appreciation, but go on, Layla.
anyway,
Fair.
So-
You know what? Fair.
we try to, as has been said many times, we definitely try to maintain knowledge of where most of these little pocket demiplanes are across the library. We're currently aware of I want to say 6 or 7 in the big building to the top left that's got like two triangles on it.
Mhm.
We're aware of, I think, 5 in the shell building.
Oh, wow.
There's at least 1 in the pirate ship to the bottom left.
Mhm.
Use your mind pictures,
Yeah.
chat.
I think
The thing is, she's not describing shapes. There's literally a pirate ship in the bottom left.
There's a shell. There's like a Nautilus shell on top of one of the buildings.
absolutely.
And in Exaltation, we have about 10. And then in the red dragon skeleton in the very middle here, that isn't you have not passed this building, but you see from the top, it looks like a red dragon that is curled up asleep in the middle of the library.
Yep.
In the dragon, there is I think there are about 6.
6.
Mhm.
Wow, that's so
Wow.
many.
Yeah.
So you see why it is a little difficult to keep track of all of them.
No. That makes sense. Mills, do you remember? Did your father, or what copied your father? Did he frequent any of these portals, perchance? Any of these destinations?
He went to the pirate ship a lot. And I think he may have made 1 trip to the dragon.
Are any of the portals in places that you know he wouldn't have ordinarily gone? For sure. Any in restricted areas that he didn't have access to, or
did he go to the restricted section?
Yeah.
Um,
Go behind the
library.
curtain.
Yeah.
No, not that I can think of. So before he went off on this most recent excursion,
Mhm.
he said that he was looking into the mythal and
Right.
dragons, and And then again, he started talking about that one mystery novel that he has apparently read 1,000,000 times but wanted to read again. I don't know why he just doesn't get it copied. But I guess he thinks that the monks will make a mistake or something. I don't know.
Do you
but,
have his copy, or did he take that with him?
I know you all technically, you can go to the place where you turned into a direwolf.
Yeah.
That's where it was. That was the book you sniffed out to find the doppelganger.
Oh,
Right.
Do we still have that book?
No, you didn't take it from that
right,
particular
'cause
section of the library.
Because they wouldn't let us, I think.
I think
they said we had to keep it there, right?
Yeah, they won't let us take stuff out.
It was either that or Gazrick was in such a hurry to.
It might have been a little bit of
Frenzy.
Gazrick's, chaotic neutral energy.
Mhm.
And so I think maybe I ask Layla, is there possible could we get a runner sent over to grab that book for us?
Sure.
Okay.
She asked one of the avowed in the room to get the name of the book from Mills, and well, actually, the Caldwin and Jamie know what the name of the book is, so you tell them what building that it was in, and off goes the runner.
Perfect.
Great.
But this, Layla says, still does not help us figure out how to find them and then what to do about them once we found them.
Is there any, and I assume that we've related everything, including like our trip to Candlekeep, how it was interrupted, the combat, etc. Is there anything relating to interlopers, or this phrase "knowledge should be free," or perhaps any kind of antagonistic feelings about Candlekeep and its protection of knowledge that might lend some insight to what's going on?
She thinks for a second and she says, not that I can think of. I mean, we don't hoard the knowledge here, right? People can come in and, read to their heart's content, and they are free to peruse the shelves as they like. And if they want copies, we have to pay our copy editors and our copiers, and that's what the fees are for.
And yet they can't enter freely.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a pretty secure, Amaya had to, I turned to Amaya and say, didn't you have to talk to some folks at the front for us to even get in? It didn't seem like this was just an open place for anyone to enter. It is a fortress, seems like. And
Amaya says, well, yes, I spoke to the monks at the front to let them know that you were with me, essentially. Yes, we do check people for malicious intent, which is, and then Amaya stops to think for a second. And she says, which isn't necessarily Candlekeep doesn't stop people from seeking otherwise bad knowledge, the Great Library is more interested in preserving the knowledge of the books itself. If somebody were going to come in and read all about the terrible misgivings of some terrible old king from 500 years ago, we're not going to say, oh no, you can't read that book because you may get the same ideas he did and try to become king and overthrow the Faerun. We don't do that.
However, no one just generally seeking knowledge would be able to get into the city. This is also Brian confirming that you have to have you have to have something that they've never seen before to even get in, right?
Yes, something
Okay,
something they've never seen before, an updated version of something that may be in the library already. Just some new piece of knowledge.
That is where, that's where Virgil's going with this. Like, it's not, it is not necessarily open access to anyone who may wish, supervised or unsupervised, to peruse this knowledge. There is, unfortunately, a large gate that keeps them out. So when we're attacked and the attackers have a phrase, knowledge should be free, it makes me wonder if perhaps your standards of admittance and acceptance are seen as unnecessarily restrictive, perhaps.
Gazrick just starts slow clapping. Come on, guys. That does. I didn't even say anything, and you guys just basically that's what I've been saying this entire time. Like, yes, this entire system's inherently flawed. Like, guys, come on.
One of the avowed also starts slow clapping. And then once
is he clapping because, or is he just confused? He's like, wait, are we doing a thing?
Are we all clapping now?
No, he was listening to you, Virgil, and then like just you were so spirited in your words, and then when Gazrick started slow clapping, he was like, yeah. And then Layla looks at him and he's like, oh,
right.
I mean, he's got a point though.
So there's a flaw in the system, and there's people who want access, and they're choosing to do this to get access to it. These doppelgangers are our leading theory is we think they're coming in through a portal, right? Because to constantly leave and re-enter seems difficult. And the portals are, there's not a security system for them.
Well, okay, it's, this is an interesting point that I think you may also be a little confused about. They're not portals. They're more like pockets. So like they're more like extra dimensional spaces that are not two ways. I'll say they're not two ways.
There's only one
Cool.
entrance and exit to all of them.
Interesting.
However,
how big is a pocket?
that's a good question. Most of them are large enough to fit vast amounts of knowledge, and like we use them as like extra rooms for library space.
Sure.
Okay.
Could a pocket get a hole in it where it shouldn't have one, and then open itself up? Yeah, just, sometimes you, and like Gazrick takes out his pocket and shows like a little sewed patch that he had to like put on his own. It's like, you have to, otherwise you get, you lose everything on the inside. It goes somewhere, and who knows, something could come in.
Both Amaya and Layla, like, they've gone quiet and they're like, we did not think of that. I mean, why would we have thought of that? This is a very new problem that we are having. But, I mean, if we lose a demiplane, possible.
At this point, we feel confident that the missing person is not on this plane. And I look to Gazrick, right? You were the one that scribed. Okay.
Yeah.
This is all very interesting, and we should absolutely continue this academic discussion soon. But unfortunately, I don't see any way to locate our missing person aside from just starting a search of these pocket dimensions. Unless anyone else has a more efficient idea, which I don't say this often, I would absolutely push my idea aside for.
No, I think you're right. I mean, maybe wait for this runner to come back with a book to cross-reference, but It likely, and Gazrick goes up to the painting and points at the two locations. It's like, it seems like either we split in two or we go check them out collectively, starting at one and then going to the other.
I might also ask if there's any record of what copies of the knowledge here have been requested. I know nothing may seem out of ordinary or amiss, but if there are people here who perhaps shouldn't be here but are getting copies of this knowledge, it might show, it might indicate a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
You could definitely visit the House of the Binder and find that the scribes of the House of the Binder are the ones who copy all of the information. So if copies are requested, a scribe from the house will do that.
We can cross-reference with the doppelganger that we encountered earlier and see what else had been copied. And see who else is copying perhaps similar texts or volumes.
Yeah, I think we should also, the Avowed or someone should study the remains of this doppelganger. Not us, but I mean, this is not the first time that this has happened. Like, it can't be. There's a vast history, and maybe they can cross-reference that with some.
I'll study it.
Anatomy or books of different beings, and they can get a sense of what's going on here.
When do you say, like, do you like specifically ask them, like,
yeah,
like for the Avowed to do it? I think.
Well, I mean, I say someone, but I mentioned the Avowed because they were already over there.
Right. I mean, I can supervise. Like, I'm fine, but no, it would be good if I spent some time with. Perhaps figuring out how one to properly lay this thing to rest, whether it's a burial or if it needs to be burned or whatever it is. But two, I don't know if I can find the substance. Maybe I can scribe better because I can see what else has this composition.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to go searching, I can stay back and spend a little time with the Avowed, figuring things out.
Okay, quick out of character question also, because Selise said nothing. She's just sitting there with her wine, like,
Yeah.
Yes.
So quick out of character question. As a blood hunter, can I basically use blood magic to try and track him down?
Let me Google.
It's that plane difference that's so tough.
Yeah, like the whole not, like, 404 person not found, kind of like, are they like, do the pockets count as as extra planar or?
Yeah.
Oh no.
But the blood hunter is useful because, like, it might guide you at least to the right plane. It, like, versus scrying, it's more or less like, hey, is it on this plane? Yes or no. Blood hunter might. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I don't know how the magic works though.
Love it.
What order are you?
What
If
order?
If you don't want to say it out loud, you can put it in chat.
I was gonna be like, order of what?
Did we just roll for initiative? What happened?
I'll
Wait,
have
no.
a hamburger in front of me.
I'll have a large Michael. Can I get a large Michael?
Yes, please, a large Michael. I missed those.
Yeah, make it 3.
Oh my god.
I need my magic.
I will put it in our chat. It took me a minute. I was like, order? Like, I am hungry.
Oh
my.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. While you're looking at that, LaTia, I think this whole time Kent keeps tossing, like, suspicious, not suspicious of Virgil, but just, like, suspicious and concerned and perhaps slightly paranoid glances over at Virgil as everyone's talking about splitting up and doing this and doing that. And finally, I think I just say, we should probably keep it contained to the runners and those of us in the room, since we still have no clue how many of these things there are. And the last thing we need is for them to find out what we're doing before we're ready.
Which patron? Or have you chosen a patron yet?
I had not picked one.
That's okay.
I love
We'll go with some of the other aspects of the Blood Hunter class.
Yeah.
I was like, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm
The answer
sorry, this
yes.
is so cool. I'm just like, this is so cool.
Right? I'm gonna say yes, but also
Right.
because no one had, because you were just sitting there with your wine, and Gazrick and Kent and Gazrick and Kent and Shaka have been kind of doing this whole little debate. Amaya actually like comes over and sits next to you, and she says, "Look, I am sorry that what was supposed to be an editorial trip turned into a whatever this is."
Mm.
Um,
Good old fashioned mystery is what it is.
so if you want to, I mean, this is really not the right place to be talking about this, but if you want to take that manuscript back to Waterdeep with you and just kind of send it back whenever, that's fine.
Oh, I think we're here for this. This is Virgil. Oh, this way probably.
This entire time, I've just been saying, it's like, I was saying, it's time to go.
But yeah, I this is, I don't know, this is far more than I expected to happen when I invited you here. So I apologize for that.
You know, I'm kind of used to weird things happening when I travel with these folks. I mean, Shaka clearly has been changed by his travels. It's a whole thing.
No.
Shaka just waves.
Yeah, I just wave.
What Monarch would do. Like, I know you're talking about me. Hey.
Right? See what I mean?
Yo.
He lost all sense of
Yeah.
discretion.
Yeah, like I wave and you see like a wire.
So are you being serious or not?
That's so good.
If you're being serious, I'm going to do a thing.
No, I'm not wired up.
Necklace.
I'm not wired up.
I just see like a little trail of energy, like going. like, oh, okay.
So what's this?
My favorite new spell,
this?
Detect Narc.
Right?
Like, can you say your name a little bit louder into my chest? Into my chest, please.
I mean, I know you. I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right.
Wow.
I've been traveling with you for several years.
clairaudient spell you're all using up in
Yeah,
here.
Wow.
Terrible.
Oh. It's at this point that the runner who went out to find the book returns with said book, and he hands it over to Layla and goes back to stand at whichever corner of the room he was in. Layla looks it over, and you all have seen it. It's just this book in particular, it's just a mystery novel. It's a historical mystery novel, which is why it was like where it was, because like it takes actual, did I say historical history?
Historical
Yes.
mystery, I think
Historical
is what I heard.
mystery.
I think, yeah.
No. My brain backtracked because it was going slower than my mouth was.
Yeah, no, it's historical. We got it.
Yeah, historical.
Yes. Oh my god.
We all
Yes.
know. We all have favorite historical books.
I love historical novels.
Yeah.
But because it is based on actual like historical events that have been kind of like warped into mystery, that's why it was in the particular place that it was.
Right.
She looks it over, she flips through it, and I mean, I've read this. It's a pretty good read.
What's the story about?
Let me rephrase Gazrick's question so that the secret god behind the screen doesn't explode.
I was like,
Is
how
the
could you?
story
How
about
could
anything?
you?
Is the
That's
story?
so-
Write a novel for us, LaTia. Is the story? Is there any way that you can think of that the story might be relevant either to Candlekeep's history of disseminating knowledge, or our missing person in particular, or this geographical area,
Who would want this story? Like, why is this important to them?
or that.
Is there anything about the tome itself that may have been altered or changed?
Exactly. That's
Oh,
can I hold the book, please? Can I see the book?
Yes. Layla hands over the book to you.
Okay. I want to like spread it out in front of all of us, and I want to run in. What would that be? An intelligence check? I want to see if there's any kind of like ciphers or codes or
is that like investigation
or like
that-
anything? Yeah, or an
That.
investigation.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
investigation.
wouldn't it be Arcana though?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
You know what?
I'll
Okay,
do
so
either one.
here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna make an investigation check, but use your Arcana modifier.
Great.
uh, 11.
Wow.
It looks like, so this book, it's got a it looks like your stereotypical historical novel. It has there's a big old castle on the cover of it. It looks dark and foreboding. In the distance behind the castle, you can see there's a dragon that appears to be yeah, go ahead, Selise. There appears to be a dragon who's like flying. You can't tell if he's flying away from the castle or towards the castle. And there is a figure standing like in the fore of the book who's got like, he's bald and he's wearing like a suit, and it looks like your standard like pulp mystery book. You don't get anything. Shaka, you don't get anything particularly magical about it. Selise, as you're looking at the cover, the sky in the on the cover appears to be roiling, like with like dark clouds.
Well,
Like it's moving?
Mm-hmm.
oh.
Like almost, it's almost imperceptible.
Mhm.
So you really got to stare at it,
Mhm.
see it.
Like a magic eye, but you don't go cross-eyed.
Okay.
Mm.
I look at the others. What spells are in this book? Because the cover is moving.
Oh,
Okay.
Layla takes it. Both Layla and Amaya will kind of like get up and move towards this book, and they're gonna roll. They will roll with advantage because you have said it now.
I said the thing.
You said the thing. Very cool. So they see it now as well. Welcome Raiders. We love you. Thank you so much.
thank you.
There are no spells in this book, but Layla says, "Do you not recognize this castle?"
Eugenio, you're
Would
muted.
we?
Yeah,
Like,
it
It was
I
a
mean,
bad joke. It's for the best.
Yeah.
Who is she saying that to? All like just in general?
To everybody.
Yeah, it's just like a general question. Like, I mean, she's like, I hadn't noticed it before. This castle. Amaya takes a look at it and she's like, oh, well. Anybody here can make a history check.
I thought so. I
was
got a
gonna
22.
say-
22, yeah.
17.
17.
Ooh.
8.
A giant 3.
Oh,
Look, we all have our
Aw.
strengths.
Oh, I get advantage, but that was a good roll. Oh, that's actually better. 20. Dirty 20.
Very funny.
Hmm?
There you
Okay.
go.
Who got above a 15?
Everybody but me and Brian.
And Verge.
It's,
The puzzle hounds are over here like,
No, it's you've definitely heard of it. You've never seen it because it's definitely not on this plane, but that's
Oh,
definitely
no.
Castle Ravenloft.
I grab a fork from the table and I poke the cover to see
Oh
if
my
the fork
God.
goes through.
God, if Gazrick disappears.
You don't disappear, but make
the
a
fork
dexterity saving throw.
What?
Oh yeah, yeah.
remember, kids, don't poke strange books.
My brain just did a thing.
It's a natural 20 on that save.
Excellent.
I have a 0 on that. Yeah, that's perfect.
That's
Thank you.
funny.
Oh, baby.
So you notice that what you did not notice is that the fork that you were about to poke the book was definitely used. And so you dart your hand out of the way as Layla is about to smack your hand, like, don't put forks on the books.
Oh, right. Oh.
Oh no.
Sorry,
Rule number 1 at Candlekeep.
I've gotten the
Don't eat the books.
Maybe it's a. I didn't want to put my hand in it. I wanted to. Do you have a pen? Do you have a long stick? Like, come on.
I mean, you could have just touched. I mean, she was holding the book. Both she and Shaka were holding the book.
But were they touching the cover? Were they touching the like part of the picture that was roiling? I think that was like is there like a border around the picture? Or is there like?
Yes, there's a very elegantly Gothic border around the.
And that's just like how it's been held, like by fingertips. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God.
Layla.
Selise would have smacked your hand if no one else did. Because she would have recognized it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, oh my gosh, everybody is rating us.
Oh my
Look
gosh.
at this.
Yeah.
Oh
Thank
my
you, guys.
gosh.
What?
Very fun.
Oh, that was like 4 raids in a row.
So much
Holy
love.
cow.
Yes.
So much
Welcome,
love. Thank you so
everybody.
much. But yeah, no, they both touched, like, you weren't looking for this, so it's
Right.
totally like you're just going to handle the book the way you would. They both have touched the part of the book with the roiling clouds, and they were not transported to another realm.
But
We still have another episode after this one.
I only still have an hour left. So.
Is there?
Oh, goodness.
So that's Ravenloft clearly. Do you have any other gateways to that? Is there a pocket dimension here that leads to it?
Oh God, I hope not.
So Selise chimes in, do you not know that Ravenloft is a prison? Did we learn nothing last season?
Whoa!
Last
No,
whatever that was.
Gazrick Church is like, honestly, I don't know much about anything besides our plane. Like I'm a druid of Icewind Dale, of the Arctic Circle. Like, my concerns have been of this world and what happens on it. So yes, I've heard the word Ravenloft. I know of its tales, but I don't know. God, I point to Shaka. Shaka's been to Avernus, guys. Most of you have been to like scary places before. It doesn't seem impossible.
So Avernus is a walk in the park compared to Ravenloft.
Ooh. Okay, good to understand for scale. That's good to understand.
Oh no, not physical scale. It's just that I would like to think we're all nicer than people that get sent to Ravenloft, but look at what's happened to us.
Mm.
I mean, Shaka came back in Narc, so he's prime Ravenloft material.
Mm. Oh, okay.
If y'all want to send me in as a, get you some info.
No.
I don't know what'll happen if you do go to Ravenloft.
Go ahead.
I would like to. So I know we've been focusing on the cover.
Uh-huh.
I want to look on like the inside of the book though. That was actually my intention, was to like look through the pages and see if there was maybe either a page that looked more worn than the others, if there was like a dog-eared thing where there was like a page that was kept track of, like something where I can tell if there's a section of the book that was visited more often than
Sure.
Is it normal for historical fictional novels, mystery novels, to have
Magic cover.
magic covers?
No, maybe perhaps this author just wanted to enhance the cover.
Ooh. Ooh.
So it's a special
like an
collector's
enhanced
They were
CD.
just flicking through the Instagram
Yes, this is-
filters like, okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah,
That's like-
this is an enhanced CD. Yeah.
Shaka opens the like the first page where it would say in a modern book like how many printings, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This one says special Arcana edition.
Ooh, yeah. It's a collector's
yes.
edition.
Exactly, which is why it is here, and it says one of 666.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get my Mylar bag out before we actually get some tongs before we inspect this thing. Hold up.
So yeah, special Arcana edition number 001 of 666.
Goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. So can I roll another investigation, I guess?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Page, the actual content of said book. Get a 24.
A 24? Sure. This book, like you flip through it really, really quickly. Like you are seeing like stereotypical mystery tropes, vampires, werewolves, mists, strange carnivals, more like words like, Barovia and the various other planes that Ravenloft, that inhabit Ravenloft. And then there is one page, both. There's one page that is the header to it. It looks like a almost an artistic drawing of like a wood carving of a diary entry that says, this is from someone who has actually been to Ravenloft and come back allegedly. And you can see that it's there is a slight crease in this book where you can tell that somebody has read this page a lot.
Lisa's like, fake news.
Okay, so this page, it just like you said, the main feature from this page is it seems like it's authored from someone that has, or like purported to be from someone that has been here and telling their adventures.
Mm-hmm. Like it's how some of the really awesome books that we read as kids had the pictures in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So is it similar to someone? So, well, I like turn to the party and say, well, this seems similar to someone that we know has written a book that claims to be about their adventures. I don't know if there's a connection, but it seems strange.
Are you trying to say that Ren wrote this Ravenloft book?
No. Well, I mean, to be honest, it's not completely out of the realm of circumstance. He did propose a lot of books during our adventures together. But I want to turn to Amaya Mills and say, are you familiar with the author of this book?
Amaya, Amaya takes the book and looks at the front cover, and I didn't come up with a name for this author. She says, no, I'm not familiar with this author. And Mills says that she is, but only in the sense that her father really likes this person's books.
Okay. All right. So it's not like somebody that's known or somebody that, could.
They're like they have a small cult following.
Okay. Small cult following of one.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, okay, so now we have two avenues of investigation. We have the pocket dimensions here in Candlekeep, and we have this book about Ravenloft, which is only a clue because he enjoyed it so much. But even if that is where he is, we don't. Does anyone know how to reach that particular realm?
I can plane shift.
Do you have are you able to shift to, I have heard, look, I have never wanted to visit, but I've heard that this is a particularly difficult to access location.
I mean, maybe with the cover, if this is like a totem to focus on, but given by what you're all saying, I can't get us there and back. Like if we go, we're gonna have to be there for a day before we can. Yeah.
So this speaks to my point, which was going to be, this is interesting and terrifying. I think we should go ahead and make a move on searching the demiplanes here and ticking that off, because as Gazrick has pointed out, it's a bit more of an ordeal and possibly a one-way trip if we have to resort to the Ravenloft angle.
Yeah. I think there's something here. I don't know if we have to go to a whole nother plane. I mean, I guess if we don't have any other leads here, but I don't know. I get a sense that there's still some more stuff here to unveil.
Selise leans forward and just puts a hand on the book. And she looks very serious before she looks up at you all. While Gazrick could planar shift, there's no guarantee that he'd get us to the right place in Ravenloft and the Dread Realms. However, the mists could take us there at need, if we need to get there badly enough.
Make an Arcana check for me. With advantage.
Oh, I have advantage anyway.
Okay. Triple advantage.
Okay. So that's a dirty 20. Let's see if I can do any better.
Very cool.
No, I'll take that dirty 20. The other one was only a 10.
Okay. So when you place your hand on this book, and you begin talking about how to get to Ravenloft and the myths and things like that, what you also know about plane shifting is that you need, in the general sense of the spell, you would need a tuning fork that is attuned to that plane. And you're pretty sure that Gazrick doesn't have that, but you're also really, really unnerved by the energy coming from this book.
Kent so desperately doesn't want to go to Ravenloft that he's just trying to encourage any other angle.
I mean, we do have another episode out of character. Selise just lets her hand kind of hover over the book at this point. She looks up at the rest of them. It's an option. I mean, going to Ravenloft pretty means I may not ever get reconnected with Tyr, because Tyr is not one for that Ravenloft life. Just let you know that right now. But this book disturbs me.
So I may not be able to reliably get us to Ravenloft, but if Selise can get us there, I could reliably get us back to Faerun. I'm not worried about. I know this plane. I don't even know if this is true, but Gazrick thinks it's true. He's like, I'm really confident. It's like, no, I can get this back here. Like, this is, I know the land. I know that someone has to, the sure fear of Duo manning my stall for infinity would drive me back. I promise you.
Good point.
Excellent.
Oh my goodness.
There is no power
right.
greater in the universe than a substandard workforce.
Yeah, I mean, if there's no other thing to do, like I guess we could try it. I still think we could do some investigation of that goopy McGoop. But I'm willing to roll with the way that the team wants to go.
I would suggest one mystery at a time. We are already in the here and now, relatively speaking, and it seems like the problems are here within Candlekeep. We still haven't determined if there's a way to even safeguard the people we're looking at from being replaced, removed, or whisked away to some other plane. Thinking about poor Mr. Tallow, it seems like we need to figure out what's going here. Virgil says after a pause, or leave.
And Selise
Virgil
just
makes
like, no, you go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
Now Selise just looks up at him. What if they're related, though, leaving and protecting his people? Because what if, as much as we may not want to go there, what if the way to fix this lies in Ravenloft?
You say, Selise, that the best way to get there is by needing to be there. So
yes. Well,
it feels like the first step of that investigation is sort of not on us.
no, the mist could arrive at any point to take us there. If we have great enough need, or if for some reason we're deemed not worthy, but appropriate for Ravenloft.
So let's make sure that we know that is our ultimate option then. In the meantime, we have a pirate ship and what is the other location?
Dragon.
Dragon. Yeah.
Dragon.
You did not just Dragon.
Like that we
pirate
shoot.
ship.
Yeah.
You have a Nautilus building. You have, I'm going to call it a compass building because it's not really like, it's not exactly a compass, but it's like two weirdly shaped triangles that are shaped like this and then shaped like this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a 6-pointed star type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the dragon.
Cool. So there's 3 locations. Perhaps.
Yeah, let's check these out.
We can split up and at the very least scope it out and then report back if we find anything worthwhile.
I don't disagree with Selise's point. It simply seems that we would do best before leaving to confirm that there is nothing yet to find here.
Exactly.
I can. Layla says that I can put some of the runners on. I'll say demi-plane duty. She and Amaya exchange glances. There are quite a few buildings to explore, quite a few demi-planes to investigate. And should they find anything, I can get word to you all.
That would be appreciated. And if you could spare a couple lookouts on the places that we are going to search, just to keep an eye out if they notice a lot of foot traffic in that direction.
Yes, with 4 main areas to explore, these 4, and she points to the avowed that are around the room, would make wonderful sentries.
Perfect.
So, we are going on a plane hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Plane hunt.
I will. I can take the Nautilus building. I don't mind.
I'm all
Virgil.
about the compass.
Virgil, why don't we take the ship? It'll be like the old days.
Right.
Virgil, why don't we take anywhere but the ship? That way it's not like the old days.
Oh, at the very least, I know my way around ships. I'm kind of curious to see this building up close. We didn't get a tour.
Mm. Oh, do you guys spend a lot of time at sea?
I feel like something is going on in Virgil's mind right now.
Something is going on in Virgil's mind, and in Kent's mind, it's all
simple.
confusion.
That is his response. That is just his like.
It's just like, ugh, all right, we will
Cool, cool.
Excellent. Okay, that's 2 locations. Is anyone else going to split the party?
I'll go with Gazrick.
I'll go with Kent.
No.
I'll go with Kent and Virgil.
Oh, so if we're gonna do then,
Wait,
we have 4 locations,
4?
so we could do 2 each.
Wait,
like, yeah.
4?
Pirate
I think we have
ship,
4 potentials in Candle. Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Pirate
Fire
ship,
ship, the compass.
the compass, the Nautilus, and the Dragon.
Right.
Okay.
Thank
I'll
you.
go to the Dragon.
Yes.
Dragon.
I'm
The
a drag. I'm a
dragon.
drag you for that. Okay.
Do you wanna? Then we can hit up the Nautilus. Sorry, the compass after the Nautilus.
Yeah, they are next to each other. Dahani, who has been eating this whole time, says that she can watch from the skies.
That would be super helpful. Yes.
Okay.
And if you catch anybody, I don't know, tucking into a corner and then transforming into somebody else, don't engage, but track them. That would be very cool.
Also, make sure you're watching and not sketching. I feel like you're using this as a reason to sketch a new.
This is
Okay.
serious business. I would never.
I mean, also, it's,
Oh, Shaka, prison really did change you.
Okay, well, if you could just leave your sketchbook maybe on the table. That would be
Hey,
cool.
I mean, sometimes it takes a lot of energy to be on for the entire time. If you need to sketch to get, I don't know, Shaka. I really sometimes I do crosswords when I'm at the stall. Whatever gets you through your day.
The stall. I don't want to know.
At the
No,
stall,
at
my stall,
His merchant stall.
my merchant stall.
That's what you call it. Sure.
The stall, yeah.
Your merchant stall. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, this also was the character who spent most of his lunches in the bathroom.
Exactly.
In prison.
What's the phrase?
You'll feel
It's not
comfortable.
weird.
It's not weird. It's not weird. It's never weird.
All right. Layla stands up at this point and says, winkin', blinkin', inky, blinky, pinky, Sue. Please to your posts.
Nice. Are they dressed in the colors too?
They sure are.
One in red, one in
Yes.
They have like they're they have the avowed colors, but they have like this little special just so you know them apart. Like you know.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yep, inky, blinky, pinky, and Sue.
Mm.
And they like ready, break, and then they go.
Like they move around. It's like woo, woo, woo. Great.
Waka, 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 waka. All right, so what are you doing?
Heading to
I
check
don't
these
even know
planes.
anymore. Like
We are going
Right?
to we're going to
check on the
check
portal
out these
sphincters.
locations.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will start with Selise, who is going to the Dragon.
Okay.
Let me pull up the map. That's not the map. That's the map. All right. So Selise, you leave. You all leave Exaltation.
Mhm.
Everybody leaves Exaltation. Amaya and Mills go back to Tallow and Wick just in case Thane comes back. The runners have gone running to their various places. And you all leave shortly after. So Selise, the Dragon, is pretty much right across from Exaltation.
Yay, short trip.
Yay! It's going to take you just a little bit to get there. It is a big library, but as you get there, you can see that, this tower has been like you see, like you've never seen a taxidermied dragon before, but that is absolutely one, what you're looking at, and two, it looks like it is a part of the tower. Like the tower
Okay.
was built out of brick and mortar and this dragon's body.
Okay. Like they built around the taxidermy dragon?
Yeah. Around and into and weird. Yeah. It looks cool. Like you think it looks really cool.
My brain just went to weird places once you said in. I thought it was just around. Okay. All right. I'm gonna head into the dragon.
Into the dragon. All right. You head in and let's see, which one am I giving you? Roll a d4 for me. Just fine, everything.
3.
3, Pinky. Pinky is here.
Hi, Pinky.
Hello. I have informed the rest of the Avowed here that we are looking if they could locate the known demiplanes, and we can get to looking if you're all right with that.
Sure, lead on.
Excellent. So go ahead and you can make an investigation check, and you can make it with advantage.
Huzzah.
Pinky
And
is
that's one of my best stats. Yay. I'll actually get advantage on it anyway.
Ain't you special?
I am.
You are special.
That's a 24.
Ooh, awesome. Give me a second. I'm writing down Inky Blinky Pinkies.
Mm-hmm. And Sue?
And Sue.
It's Clyde's day off.
It is so you all get to searching. I think did I say the dragon had 10?
It's 6, I think. Something like that.
Sure. We'll say 8.
A bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Many. So you begin the process of searching through these varying demiplanes, and it takes you probably, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 hours, I'll say.
Oh wow.
And so as you begin the search, we're gonna cut to Shaka. Who went where?
I went with Gazrick. I think we were going to the
Go to the Nautilus first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the Nautilus, yeah.
Okay. Roll me a d4.
Okay.
Rerolling a 3, of course.
All right, got a 1.
Okay, you've got Inky.
Good old Inky.
Because this is the
Inky.
Nautilus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, Inky meets you at the Nautilus, and you see as you enter, the building is in somewhat of a flurry. Inky says, similarly to what he says, what Pinky said to Selise, I've informed the Avowed that we are searching the pocket dimensions for anything unusual, and they will highlight the places we should be looking, and let's get to work. So both of you can roll investigation checks with advantage.
Oh. All right. Got a 26 and a 12.
Beautiful.
We got a 24. Oh, and another one. And a 14.
Okay. So those high 20 rolls, fantastic. You two are super efficient. Looking through all of these various demiplanes, you see storerooms that are kind of like dusty with disuse, some old leathery books, the occasional like rat who's like, this is where I've made my home now, in this little demiplane where nobody bothers me. And as you all are searching, which takes kind of the same amount of time as Selise, we'll cut to Kent and Virgil.
tell me about this shipbuilding. How much does it look like a ship, and how much is it a ship? Obviously not on the water, but like...
Of course. No, it is a ship. It is a ship that has been transported to here and placed and then turned into a building.
Excellent.
Okay.
I am delighted.
So many questions about Candlekeep infrastructure right now. Where is Gazrick when I need him?
Roll me a d4, re-rolling 1 or 3.
Oh.
Either one of you. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, sorry, I completely got that wrong. Ignoring who and how now?
Ignoring 1 and 3.
All right.
1 and 3.
Just gonna keep roll. I don't keep
Exactly.
rolling once.
Oh my god, I'm gonna start rolling 1 too, and as soon as one of us doesn't get a 1
It's
or
a 2.
a 4.
No, he got a 2.
Okay, there we go.
He got a 2.
Oh,
Hooray.
jeez. What I
Here's-
like? This is a rule I had. What is going on?
It's okay.
See this.
It's okay. You've got Blinky.
Give me a spinner next time, please.
Yes.
Good.
I'm so
good.
sorry. So Blinky meets you all at the pirate ship. Blinky says, I don't often get to work over here, so this is actually kind of neat. I didn't think it was, I knew it was really a ship, but they look so weird off the water, don't they?
Yes, most ships do.
Kent is just watching Virgil now that we're on board this ship.
So it's actually, as you approach the ship, it is a massive ship that has been basically it has been turned into a ship-shaped building.
Okay.
So you enter it through caught me off guard.
Yeah, same.
You enter it through the bottom of the hull where a door has been placed.
Uh-huh.
And it looks just like your standard building. Aside from the fact that it is a ship. So Blinky follows you all in, and you all got there at the same time. So he didn't have time to alert the Avowed that we were demiplane searching today. So he goes in, and Blinky, he approaches an Avowed in like white robes and says, we have been given authority from Layla over an exaltation to search the known demiplanes on the ship. And this white-robed gentleman says, he gathers the Avowed, and it's like he pulls out like a scroll that shows where, at least where they think they know that they are, and he like looks at it and he like folds it back up and then he puts it in his robes, and he says, yes, I will I will have the Avowed get those opening for you, so you two can make me investigation checks with advantage as well.
Righty.
Nope.
All right.
There we go.
Oh, that's a 19.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Mine's a net.
Oh my goodness, that 20 held out and then flipped over to the 8.
I
So
hope that. That's
we'll
how I
just-
watch half the time.
we'll just go with the 19.
All right. So Kent is on it, and Virgil is along for the ride.
Much like our normal relationship dynamic.
Tries
so
really hard to make it seem like everything he finds Virgil found, because he really is enjoying seeing Virgil back on a ship, even if Virgil isn't.
This is so nice. But yes, you all are searching in your various locations. And Sue, lonely Sue, who
Aw.
went to the Compass building without all of you.
Uh-oh.
And is like just waiting outside for somebody to
Poor
show up. Waits outside for about 15 minutes before heading inside. And okay.
So worried for Sue. She's rolling so many things, y'all. You
I
can't
know,
see
I'm
it,
worried.
but-
I'm not doing everything
I'm
over
like,
here.
I'm hearing them thump. I'm seeing the
So-
virtuals. I'm just like, oh.
Oh, Sue.
Everything's fine. So you all are searching your individual places, and you all come upon this at the same time.
Oh, good.
The four is it? Yeah, it's a 4-person camera angle, like a Zoom window. It's like I'm watching,
Zoom
like
window?
everybody's watching this.
I was gonna say old school GoldenEye. Everyone's plugged in. We've got it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
better because
Yeah.
then we don't have to yell at each other. You're muted.
You all are, as you are searching, you open the doors to one of the many demi-planes in Candlekeep. And every other room has looked just about the same, full of books or full of storage, like, places for storage and the things that Candlekeep has lost or lost track of. But you find it difficult to understand how Candlekeep could have lost something like this. Inside these rooms, you see what look like little cocoons. I say little cocoons. They're like humanoid-sized cocoons. Roiling with whatever is inside them. And you all watch simultaneously in your various places as 2 cocoons pop in each place, and the goopy, unformed figures of 2 doppelgangers emerge from the cocoons.
And
The honey. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So can we? So what? I'm just like, like IRL. That's my reaction. But
I'm so sorry.
But the
Looking at all my
doppelganger-
spells immediately.
right? Like so each of this is happening where we all are. So there's doppelgangers hatching at each of our locations.
Uh-huh.
Okay, great. Continue.
And Dahani, who watched who watched you all go to your various places from the sky and followed Sue, has followed Sue into another of these rooms where the exact same thing is happening. But also Sue's transforming too.
I knew it. There's too many people in that room. There are way too many people in that room. Man, I knew it. Oh, God.
And you all have time to get in a physical reaction, not so much like an attacky reaction.
Mm-hmm.
What would that reaction be? Let's start with Selise.
Calling up Witchfire in one hand and my blade in the other.
Okay. The door slams shut behind you as Pinky locks you in.
Son of a biscuit.
Gazrick and Shaka, what is your one physical reaction?
I want to like run into the room and shout at Shaka as like, shut the door behind us, and begin to start wild shaping.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Shut the door and ready a little Eldridge blast.
Okay. You don't have to shut the door behind you because as soon as you entered in, the door was shut behind you.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, guys, if you're like, shut the door behind you, and Inky's like, sure.
Damn, you think he was
Oh
ready.
no, Gazrick and
Wait.
Shaka don't realize
No,
that
Inky,
Inky's
you
bad.
Yeah,
you needed to be on the other side of it, Inky. You didn't need to check with yourself. And
Oh shit.
it's okay. We'll explain it to him afterwards. It's fine.
Oh boy.
Brian,
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Kent and Virgil.
Well, I was gonna just step back out and close the door, but apparently, who's with us, Pinky or
You have Blinky.
We have Blinky.
All right. Did Blinky close the door?
Yes.
Ugh.
So yeah, I guess Virgil's physical reaction is like a quick backing up, and I literally, I guess, like the back of his shoulders hit the slamming door, like, and once again, a lovely string of swear words that can probably be heard extra plainly are now emitting in this room.
I think Kent goes, shit, I'm never getting you back on a ship after this.
So much for vacation.
And
Worst vacation ever.
what did I say Tahani was doing?
Following Sue.
She was
Getting
watching.
trapped by
She
Sue!
She watched Sue. Did she go in with Sue, or she was watching Sue, who also
Walked
transformed?
and then transformed.
Yes, Sue transformed along with two doppelgangers dropping from these cocoony ceilings. And that's where we're going to stop for this week, everybody.
Oh, you kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
These goopers.
I just, I've seen this movie several times. I like it.
I love you all.
I was not ready for hatching doppelgangers.
I'm taking liberties with how they are made.
I love that.
I love it.
It's perfect.
It's very fun.
Excellent.
I'm not
Love
giving
a
you those
goo.
speakers now.
You just doppel lost
do,
those speakers.
I do apologize for not giving content warnings beforehand. That was on me, and I'm really sorry about that. I will clear that up next week for certain. Because I didn't know what I was doing until it happened. So I'm really sorry about that. I will do better next time. But
Okay.
I love you all, and I hope that you are having fun.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
love us.
I
Yeah.
do. I love you so much.
I love it.
Mhm. That was not the birthday present I wanted, LaTia.
You can get me back for this next week somehow. I don't know how, but you can.
I was just going to ask you the titles of a whole lot more books in Candlekeep.
Oh yeah, no. Title and give me a 500-word summary. Just don't
Oh,
have to go into it.
boy.
Just like what are the major themes, the elements? Let's kind of just ask.
Oh,
him.
What is the 3-paragraph report I'd have to write about this book in
Oh
high
my
school?
goodness, just the abstract of everything. Now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do
Oh
you
my
think?
goodness.
Do you
Amazing.
think that the use of clouds in the cover of this book was symbolic of? No, he just
It was the
wanted
first stock
clouds.
photo.
This
the
is every
publisher could
every
find.
YouTube video reviewing a TV show now. You realize
right. Oh man.
Oh my goodness. It's question time, everybody.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
as you know, the end of every episode, we take questions for our characters, for our NPCs, for those of us who are not physical people in front of you. It's somebody got it?
No, what is it?
Wait, what is it?
Got it.
We
It's
both
rival.
tried.
Oh my
it's
entire
rival
goodness!
questions.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I
We're
did the
trying.
same
We're
thing.
trying. We're like, oh, no.
Okay. We need a command list. So yes, give us your questions while I apologize profusely to my players for
No.
No.
scaring the crap out of them.
No.
Just a whole lot of like, okay,
Oh my gosh.
that was fun.
I'm gonna ask this one first. Question: who needs a hug and a vodka?
That's
Can I
don't
have a hug and a
Selise.
mimosa?
Yeah. It depends if I can light the vodka and use it as a Molotov against this.
Oh, against
Then I'm good.
I'll just blast the bottle of vodka as a
Sometimes that's the best cocktail.
Yes.
Honestly, that is the best cocktail
Eldritch
sometimes.
Mimosa.
There it is.
Wait, I want this to be Shaka and Kent's fastball special is a Molotov cocktail that Shaka Eldritch blasts midair.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yes,
Nice.
it's canon.
Uh-huh.
Love
Question for Selise: how do you know so much about Ravenloft?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
I was gonna say.
Ooh,
I think
yes.
that's one
That's why they-
the
that's
Selise
why they
don't
asked.
talk
That's
about.
the question.
They want. I mean, that's the point of the question.
She spent a lot of time reading books and studying. She's smarter than the average bear or fallen
Oh.
paladin.
Or fallen paladin.
I love that you have finally established, like, y'all know Selise just spends most of her time enjoying reading.
Dream.
Yeah, she's-
the
she's-
dream.
She's not the joyless curmudgeon you all think she is.
She just plays one on
I don't
TV.
think that.
I don't think that either. Question for Gazrick. Is duo manning your stall long term really that concerning?
Yes, and I know you're wondering, oh, Gazrick, that seems a little rude. He's shown a lot of improvement, and he has. But Duo has no understanding of opening a second location, of merchandising, of really
Not
thinking
the
about
franchise.
really thinking about the national picture here, about the growth of the merchant stall. And yeah, it's just going to stagnate, and stagnation in business is death. So yeah.
You want to open up other Chilsco Manors? Like,
Yeah,
like
ideally,
other-
it's a whole Airbnb service, right? With all the gift shop at everyone. Yeah.
It's true. We have a whole planar expansion strategy in the works. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
like, these pockets will come in handy.
Adventuring is good, but we need a nest egg to retire on, you know?
We need
Constant income
We
stream.
need
You know.
passive income here.
There you go.
Like, passive
That's true.
income.
Exactly.
Feel that.
Really good.
Question for Gazrick. Can you say a few words about what your merchant stall means to you?
It's the thing that ties me to people. Truly, it's when it started out, it was just me being in the woods and handling either dead carcasses or other things that the forest did not need, and turning them for profit. If I kill an ice spider, I can only make so much soup out of it, and the rest has to go somewhere. And then it grew and grew, and eventually I encountered someone with the ability to create bobbleheads and a few branded merchandise here. And honestly, the sales have taken off. So the stall, to me, is what keeps me human.
Who is the person creating all of this merchandise?
This is, we do not ask.
Yeah.
We just accept that the delivery arrives every week.
just sign
every
the
other
signature.
week. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
No, Duo already tried that earlier, so I hope
Wow.
I hope you have investigated your suppliers.
That might be something that we solve next season.
My whole thing is no one has asked this question in 3 seasons.
Not yet.
Question for Virgil. What is the deal with you and ships?
Virgil kind of does the long stare just off for a moment.
Middle distance.
Middle distance. Comes back and Virgil says when you feel like you don't have a lot of opportunities, but you do have the ability to read the weather and the wind and the waves, traveling on ships with perhaps undesirable crews tends out to be a fairly lucrative job, and I'm happy to have put it behind me.
He's just so handsome when he's up there on the deck.
You get the full story on the Patreon. I don't know,
Question for Shaka. How are you taking to the I think the question here is, how are you taking to the narc act? Are you liking this new position that you have seemed to acquire?
So, well, obviously answering at Shaka. I didn't really like it at the beginning. I felt like it was an insinuation that I was doing something duplicitous. But I've kind of grown to think that it's just, like the party is like they care about me, and they are concerned and they're showing that stuff. So I am leaning into it a bit because I feel like I finally have a position that is, it's something,
When we call you a narc, we mean it with love.
That's right.
Yeah. It's like a love tap. You know, it's great.
Love
I
tap.
don't think those are what you think they are. But
Nasty.
Oh my goodness. We have very unique group roles here in the Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last call for questions before we do outros and send our love and appreciation to someone else.
The
all
finale.
this chaotic energy someplace else.
I know, right? You deal with it.
Let's put it over here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You're
All
right.
right. Well, I don't think we have any more questions. So let's go ahead and do some outros, starting in our reverse order with Masood. And who are you? Where can we find you? What are you doing this week?
Hey guys, I'm Masood. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Maroodboy, MAHRUDBOI. And you can find me this week. I'll be back next Sunday with these wonderful folks, with Raffles and Waterdeep, for our finale of season 9. On Tuesday nights, you can come check me out on the D&D Twitch channel, where we're playing Generation Fantasy, a homebrew 5th edition campaign designed by me and my friends over at Indoor Recess, sponsored by Roll20. And then on Wednesday nights, come stick around for Monster of the Week with Stir Friday Night. I'm the GM for this campaign with a collection of Asian American comedians and actors who have been a part of this historic troupe. We do a lot of good stuff. We're telling really great stories, and we're talking about what goes bump in the night from a supernatural perspective in our backyard in Chicago. So it's a good time. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, the VODs are online. But yeah, that's mainly where you can find me. All things can be seen on twitter.com/Maroodboy.
Excellent. Eugenio.
Hi, everybody. I'm Eugenio. I'm DM Jazzy Hands. You can find me on the Twitters at DM Jazzy Hands. Let's see, where can you find me this week? You can find me Tuesday and Thursday here on Twitch on my channel, twitch.tv/DM Jazzy Hands. We are playing some DLCs for Dragon Age Inquisition this week, so if that's your jam, come on by and hang out. We're just about done with it though, so we're gonna have to start a new series soon. We've been playing the Dragon Age series for like almost the entire time I've been an affiliate, which is almost a year now. So we gotta find something
That's
else.
awesome.
That's great though.
It's been a blast. So come hang out there. Next Friday is session 2, the finale of Requiem for a Cluet, a spooky 10 candles, just 2-shot adventure in the Cluniverse, which is a little spooky universe that we have created over on Lisa Penrose's channel. So you can come check out me and Lisa, TK, and Friday Elliott. TK Johnson and Friday Elliott this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific for that finale. If you want to get caught up, the first episode's just 2 hours and is on Lisa's YouTube. And what else? And I have a podcast, a D&D podcast, actually, where season 7 also has to do with ooze and goo and people not being who they appear to be. So, although that's where the similarities end. So you can check us out. The show's called The Last Refuge at DND Last Refuge on the Twitters.
Awesome. Brian.
Hi, I am Brian. I'm Urban Bohemian, Urban Bohemian everywhere, 3 days a week, Sunday, Tuesday, and Saturday, normally on Twitch. Later today, in just about 3.5 hours, I'm going to be over at twitch.tv/Dazbiff at 6:30 p.m. Eastern for our Everything in Moderation panel. The work that goes into streaming, it's going to be me and Dazbiff and Space Valkyries and the Proud Owl talking about all the stuff that happens, so the stuff that you see looks amazing. And then let's see, next Saturday, April 10th, I'm going to be in an epic level 20 charity one-shot for World Builders. I'm going to be also there. I'm kidding. I'm there with B. Dave Walters, Tanya DePass, Cypher of Tyr, Eric Campbell, Sam DeLev, and Anthony Rapp. That's going to be April 10th at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/BDaveWalters. World Builders is an amazing charity leveraging the power of geeks. So it's going to be awesome. I am really like super nervous and super excited to do that. And that's it.
Oh yeah.
You're going to be absolutely great. Shareef.
Hey, I'm Shareef. You can find me at ShareefJackson.com, ShareefJackson.com, and Shareef Jackson on all social networks. So on Sundays, I'm here Monday mornings at 10 a.m. Central, I GM the Kids on Bikes campaign at twitch.tv/Roll20 app, where we are going around some spooky old schools and all kind of great stuff like that. On Tuesday mornings, I do the video game stream here on Rivals of Waterdeep. Still enjoying Spirit Fair. I even got a nice guitar solo from one LaTia, which was great. And on Thursday mornings on Roll20, I do the GM prep for the Kids on Bikes campaign, going over how to build maps and general tips on how to GM games. I had a fundraiser a couple days ago where I was like a toad in the Mushroom Kingdom, and I believe they're still taking like donations. So if you go to the Lawful Geek on Twitter, they are still taking donations for Special Effect, which is a UK-based charity for my kids with disabilities, making sure that they can get some awesome games and stuff in the UK. So make sure to check that out as well.
Excellent. And Tanya.
This week is both busy and not busy because it's like stuff on and offline. But tomorrow, if you like, we are going to celebrate my birthday with a stream and raise money for our charity Water. And we are going to have some friends over to talk about our video game thirst while we raise money for Water for charity. Eugenio is going to join us at some point. Justin Nick, Mermaid Royal, not Mermaid Queen June anymore. Glenn Angel, Little Legs Ben, and NK Jemison is going to join us too at some point. So we are going to have a fun conversation. We'll be on the front page for a little bit. And I've upped the ante to $10,000, but we also have milestone prizes from Logitech G and Blue microphones, who were very generous and let me use prize pack from something else as giveaways for this. So,
Nice.
So yeah, if we hit 5,000, we give away a couple things. 10,000, we give away the rest. So if you've got any spare dollars for Water and for charity, come do that. Thursday is Black Dice Society on the Wizards of the Coast YouTube channel. I play a Drow Dumpier. So it's interesting. We are in full costume, and B. Dave Walters is our DM, and I hope we all live because we're all level 1. And Saturday, I'm in the level 20 game with Brian, and then Sunday back here for our season 9 finale.
I'm not ready.
I know.
Right?
I'm not ready either, and hopefully we'll know.
We just got here.
I know.
We're all gonna get gooped. We're gonna get gooped.
I don't want to get gooped.
No,
What are you
thank
talking about? There's no gooping happening. Everything is fine.
My doppelganger looks better than me. I'm gonna file a complaint. I'm just saying.
I just had the most terrible idea of what LaTia might be doing, and oh my god, I'm gonna hate you if it's true.
I also have the thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Mhm.
Mhm.
You know it's a good mystery when we all got our own theories about how you're going to be horrible to us.
But
That's usually
anyway,
my mile. Sorry, your outro.
that's okay. I'm just gonna interrupt all of you next week.
Please do.
But I'm sorry for Tier, we're online. But again, tomorrow, come by, be nice if you got a few bucks to spare, because trust me, no donation is too small to help people get fresh water around the world. Brian is also on Team Cypher and raising money and going for $5,000. So it all goes to a good cause. We have a friendly competition going on to raise money. Friendly.
And
I got
I have
you.
been your DM, LaTia Jacquise, at LaTia Jacquise everywhere. I have a surprisingly light week, but I've got a working graphics card again, so I may stream at some point this week. I will be streaming on Saturday because it is my birthday. I am joining this will be my first charity stream. I'm going to try and raise money for charity Water as well. I have not decided on a goal, but because I'm still working out the particulars of what the heck I'm going to do. So, stream hop between all of us this Saturday while we all do the things. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and apparently TikTok, which is where my guitar videos go, as LaTia Jacquise. So we are going to send the love over to Kelly, the opera geek, who is playing Transistor. Thank you all so much for coming along this fantastic ride with us. I'm so sad to see it end next week. But we love you all. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.